Extra hours. We're back. It's a beautiful Sunday. We're back with another episode. You know, we've got another special episode for you guys. So I hope you enjoy this quick conversation. And yeah, like, let's crack on from here. You know, could you please introduce yourself and then we'll go from there, yeah?
So, hi everyone, my name's Adisa. So I'm based in London, but at the moment living in Hastings, currently running a sushi restaurant called Shosai. So yeah, I decided to take on this interview today and to talk to you about what I do.
Like, you know, you said this is, you know, like you own your first restaurant. Yeah. Like, how's the process of doing that? Because, you know, like we can imagine, obviously, so many people probably want to start their own businesses and all sorts. How did you find the process?
So basically, the people I've opened a restaurant with is two people I used to work with beforehand. So one of them contacted me. We did a pop-up last year in Hastings, sushi pop-up for 2 days, and it worked really well. Everybody was like, "Oh, you guys need to open up a place permanently here." So then from there, 1 year later, the same guy contacted me. He said, "Oh, you down to open a sushi restaurant?" I said, "Why not? But we're gonna need another person, strong person to help us out." So then I contacted another mate of mine called Sanjay, and he's currently the head chef. So he made all the menus and everything with my assistants. And yeah, I'm more like the logistics guy, like behind the scenes, like costing and all of this stuff, you know. So yeah, it's going really well. It's very popular. We're almost fully booked every weekend. So yeah.
That's actually great. Which area again? Which area you
Hastings, so it's right by the sea, right on the beach.
The location sounds even nice, right by the sea. So I see, when I looked through your page as well, I see you're very big on the Japanese theme, like in terms of Japanese food. Obviously, I see also on your bio you do Afro-Caribbean, Italian, you do all sorts. Like in terms of like your actual restaurant, like do you just focus on Japanese food or like you basically...
So this is really focused on Japanese cuisine, Japanese street food. So we have a lot. We have, for example, pork katsudon, which is a very famous Japanese dish. Like loads of Japanese people, they have that all the time. We have our classic chicken katsu curry, short rib yakiniku, and then of course we got all the sushi platters, our classic sushi. More like Europeanized, I would say, sushi.
Yeah. Like for you, when did you get involved in when did you fall in love with the Japanese food and the culture?
I started maybe right during the first lockdown. So I quit my other job as a pastry chef at this hotel called the Trafalgar St. James Hotel. But a month after that, the lockdown happened. So I ended up with like literally no job and just like kind of bored. So I decided to take a job on this luxurious grocery store called the Notting Hill Fish and Meat Shop. So basically all the chefs, as everybody was on furlough or the restaurants were closed, a lot of good chefs and good people went to that kind of luxurious grocery store to work out because people were still buying food. And then after that, I moved to the sushi team because I wanted to learn sushi. And from there, I kind of fell in love with the Japanese cuisine.
Yeah. And even like, a lot of us, we love food, innit? Yeah. You know what I mean? Food is life, you know? Like, where did you you see your love for food? Because obviously, like I said, some of us, we just love food. We go to different places, we taste different foods. But obviously, people like you actually go a step further. You actually own food places and also you go into business in terms of food-wise. Like, when did you fall in love with food? Just in general?
Well, I was very young, actually. When I was around 9, 10 years old, my dad kind of taught me how to cook, you know, because he was working a lot. He didn't necessarily have a lot of time. So he taught me how to cook and how to do basic things. And I think from there, that's when I kind of fell in love while cooking very young, you know. So when I was around 14, 16, I had like kind of like a big argument with my parents because I wanted to move to France to study in a culinary school, which finally they accepted. So then I moved to France for 6 years, from 16 to 22, and then I came back to London. Yeah.
I don't know how to cook a lot of different things, but what I know how to cook, I know how to cook it really well. You know what I mean? Like for you, in your personal opinion, innit? Like what qualifies a proper chef?
I think what qualifies, personally, in my opinion, what qualifies a proper chef is someone that has a love for the job that he's doing and that has a passion for it. You don't have to study in the best school or the best chef school in the world to be a chef. All you need is love and passion and the craft. It's like an art, really, isn't it? So there's not really a real way to be a chef. It's just how you express yourself with your food. So that's my point of view on that. Like, yeah.
And even for you, like professionally, how long have you been a chef in terms of working in these different places?
I started really when I was 15, 16, like working. So now I think it's been almost 14 years. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just turned 30 this year. So yeah, I would say around 14 years as a chef.
Yeah. And what are you looking to take, this new venture, this new business that you just started with, like you said, with the people? What, in future, moving forward, where are you looking to take it?
So the goal at the end is to open several of these businesses. But again, I am here as like kind of like a help. I'm not here permanently because I got other projects in my mind that I want to build. My big objective is in the next 5 years, I need to be fully moved to Africa and the Caribbean. I want to spend most of my time over there, So I'm setting up a couple businesses in the UK, so I still got income coming from the UK. But then after, I want to transfer to the motherland, of course, as we say.
Yeah, and once you transfer to the motherland, like obviously, from what you can tell us, once you actually make that transition, to, like you said, to the Caribbean, to Africa, like what are some of your plans? What are you looking to do there?
So I want to build businesses over there as well.
Okay.
So that's the objective. I want to train people, teach my craft, teach what I know to the people there, so then they can expand as well and basically have our own businesses and our own hubs. Not brands from everywhere come in and we need to build our own thing.
Yeah.
So that's the objective. Really.
How are you finding 2025 so far?
2025 is how to say, is very promising. This even if there's a lot of crazy madness happening in the world, as everybody knows, but I think the most important is staying focused in your path and being righteous in your own path, and then everything else will fall into place, really.
Yeah. Would you say, sometimes people identify themselves either on a religious side or on a spiritual side. What do you identify yourself on?
I think I'm more of a spiritual person. Yeah, I don't necessarily have a particular religion. I'm just a spiritual, like, I just earth, the trees, everything around me, you and me, it's all part of the system, so yeah.
But from this conversation, like in terms of like people, coming down to your place, to try the food, to catch the vibe, like what would you say to the people that are actually interested in terms of like coming to your place? What would they expect?
So I think you would expect really good, top quality food, fresh, very good experience, great service. And things that you probably never really tried before, All our recipes are worked on from ourselves with the other chef. We worked on it together. We did several experiments. And this is the result that we have here, is what we have to offer. For now, we've had 0 complaints on food. And after almost a month opening, which is sometimes can be very rare in new openings, restaurants and kitchens, there can always be a little problem or something that's not right because of a certain way you cook something. But at the moment, it's been all flawless. Yeah. So I think, I'm really proud of myself and my team of what we've achieved at the moment. There's a lot more work to be done, but I think we're doing very good now.
Yeah. And I also see, you mix it up in terms of content creating. You try, you try to document as much as you can in the kitchen to show the people. How do you, obviously being a chef is already as hectic as ever anyway, it's so busy being a chef in the kitchen. How do you balance that, like, content creating with the videos and also being a chef in a busy kitchen? So
it's not very easy, to be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie. The thing is just to be as authentic as you can, because a lot of people, when they're taking a video, they take it 10 times, they do 20 takes, this, 1 take, 2 takes, 3 takes. I'm more of the person, I catch the moment on the moment, I take my phone out, if I have the time, boom, I film it, I film whenever I can, and that's what you're gonna get, the raw content. No like, I need to do it again, this and that. So that's why I can do it myself. But I think in the future, I would need to have someone to help with this content creation and stuff like that, because when you're running a business, you don't necessarily have time to be taking videos or doing content and things like this, So,
yeah. And what is your background as well, like, besides chef and your love for food and whatnot? What other things, like, in the past have you been into? Have you done?
I do a DJing. I'm really into music.
Yeah.
So I do some DJing. Yeah, I get a couple gigs once in a while.
Yeah.
For private parties or houses, or even some. When I was young, when I was studying in France, I was DJing in a couple bars and club around. Yeah, that's a big passion of my music. Ultimately, in the future, I want to get into music production. So.
Like when I speak to a lot of people, like people like you, you're actually doing quite a few things, and the key here is balancing and trying to juggle different things. Like I try to obviously, because there's a lot of people who sometimes think I don't have enough time to do this, to do that, and do this. And this is why it's important when I speak to people like you. It's like it's possible. People like you, once again, you're proof that you can do it, juggle different things. Like, what would be your advice to somebody who, for whatever reason, they're struggling to juggle a few things and they're always thinking, I don't really have enough time to start another thing?
So what I would say to that is you have to do what you love, do your passion, don't do a job or don't work. I know it's not always evident to do, But whenever you can, try and do a career but you have a passion for it, because then it doesn't become work anymore. It's just fun at the end of the day. Yes, it's tiring working, like now I'm working almost 7 days a week, but I love what I do, you know. So it is tiring on my body, but mentally I'm still managed to stay strong and persevere and keep going, you know. So
Yeah.
that's my advice to people.
And with your DJing as well, like, what is this like more of an like a hobby, or what are you looking to take it?
I would say it's more of a hobby and a passion as well, because I just love music ever since I was young. I'm always dancing, going out, partying. I love to party a lot, you know. My motto is work hard, play hard, party harder. So it's good for my mental as well, you know, when you're not feeling necessarily happy or angry about something, music is a great way to release that. You know, when I DJ, I'm really in tune, and I like to see people enjoy and have a good time.
What is your take in general, innit? What is your take on the world?
My take on the world is very how do I say? Let's just say it's all about perspective and your experiences, really. Because a lot of people have seen certain things that other people haven't seen, and vice versa. So I think if I have to say something to everyone, is just try to understand other people more, instead of just judge them based on something that they say. Question, why did they say it, or why is it like this, you know? Not just this is happening, but why is a big question that people tend to not ask enough times, you know. So yeah.
Do you feel like technology is dividing people more or connecting people more around the world?
I think it's doing both equally. So it can connect people as much as it can disconnect everyone.
Yeah.
So I think technology has its advantages and disadvantages. It's just on how you use it. It's like a knife. I use a knife as to cook, and I do my craft, how I do my sushi and things like that. And other people may use a knife to hurt someone. So I think the internet is basically like a knife. It all depends on how you use it and how you interpret it.
Spiritually, energy-wise, frequency-wise, do you feel like a lot of human beings, like, they complain too much rather than looking for a solution when it comes to certain things? Because you know what I mean, like, sometimes with life, obviously I know life is difficult for a lot of us in different ways, but me, the older I get, I realize in a lot of things that comes with life, like 9 times out of 10, it's like, rather than complaining about it, the best thing to always try to do is to always look for a solution.
Yes.
You know, rather than spending a lot of your energies worrying about this and that. You know what I mean? So yeah, what do you think? Do you think most people around the world, they just, you know what I mean?
They like to. A lot of people like to complain and compare. Say,
Overthinking.
Overthinking. But like you said, the most important is finding a solution. Like in the kitchen, we always say, no problems, only solutions. You know, if something's wrong, you just have to think, how am I going to fix it? Not, it's wrong, but what are we going to do to make things better, you know?
Yeah.
And
And talking about just in general, like family and all sorts, you know, are you married?
No, I'm not married.
Because once again, when you're a busy person, juggling different things, and if I check in relationships, it's like sometimes some people, once again, they can find a way to do it, and sometimes it could be a struggle for certain people.
Yeah.
So where are you with that? Like,
no,
are you single?
No relationship, single. No,
Yeah.
Women is the last thing in my head at the moment, so I'm really focused on my journey at the moment.
Like no marriage in your head right now, kids, or you know, settling down.
I would like to one day, but I need to complete what I'm doing first, and then maybe later on, let's see. I give myself another 5 years. Yeah. From 35 years old, and then from there, I'll see if I consider building a family.
Yeah.